FaZe going public. You have 100 Thieves with these sort of strategic moves, if you want to call it that. And then Guild Esports, also in the news this week, with a story that's way less interesting. Guild Esports appoint safeguarding and well-being lead. Throughout the esports industry, there's a real need for organizations to show duty of care to the people they work with. Basically, someone to make sure the players are okay. I'm paraphrasing, obviously. They want to create a safer esports ecosystem for like the players and their parents and things like that. The pro players, I mean. You know, in the context of the hardship around esports orgs and everything going on here, does anyone think this is like right on point? Is it tone deaf? Is it, is it cost that esports orgs probably shouldn't be, saddled with? I mean, I'll read Chris's comment here, see if you guys agree with it. He says, VP of feels good use of dollars. I mean, Chris, that was my take, but I'm curious how you guys feel about this.
Yeah, look, I'm the biggest softie of the group here, and even I'm like, let's work on like making money first. If they were wildly successful and had hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue and all that, of course, this is something that I like to see, but they don't have that. So I don't think that this is useful, and I don't really get it.
Lindsay, I love that you said that, because if anyone was going to take that side, it was going to be you, right?
I'm a fan. I mean, I feel like there's other things that I've seen that are along the same lines that are like that make way more sense. For example, making sure that you have good upper trajectory within the organization, making sure that your creators are well taken care of, encouraging good habits among your athletes so that they can perform better. Like, yes, all of those are very, very, very real things for a competitive esports team and for just running a good organization, right? I think it's great to have happy employees, but this whole we want to make everyone feel like there's no direction to this. It doesn't generate money. Guild Esports isn't doing well. Like, this just feels like a throwaway. I don't get it.
Yeah. Heflamoke says, this is empty PR. We're doing this for 20 years, and as the industry grew, we do it quite sophisticatedly. It's called a team manager plus support staff, if it's a bigger org. True, right? Like, that should be just one responsibility line on the team manager side, right? I don't know if you need a whole VP position for this. Seems wasteful. JM says, that was hilarious, Chris. Do you think this would be a good move for larger organizations? I'm curious what Chris thinks, but what do you guys think? Do you think this would be a good move for, should FaZe have made this higher?
Yeah, I'm
would that have been better
already, because it's good publicity. And look, culture is important. Culture and relationships are even more important when you're part of a competitive team. So I do think there's some merit to it. Obviously, we don't know what this person's being paid, what their responsibilities are, what their other responsibilities are, right? To the point that was just made. I mean, they could also be team manager, and then they kind of moonlight as this, therapist or whatever as well. But I definitely think, I think Lindsay's answer was probably nuanced enough in terms of understanding that these things are important, but also maybe there are other building blocks that are also important that need to be built first.
Yeah. Heflamoke says, if it's for non-athletes, then it's called HR, which is also normal to have for anything more than 15 plus staff. Very, very true. Very true. JM says something like TSM. I mean, TSM has their own issues in that department. Story we're not going to get into, but they did get a bit of a slap on the wrist from Riot.